Coach Mikki St Germain is the Chief Executive Officer of KeepOnSharing.com, a hybrid company based in California. With a degree in marketing and advertising from Florida Atlantic University, she's been involved in marketing since 1993, working for companies like GTE Mobile Net, now Verizon. And she's on the line with us here just now. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me today.
So what gave you the idea to set up Keep On Sharing?
Well, during the time frame when everybody was home and working from home, I had a lot of friends and colleagues that were trying to build their businesses. And one of the obstacles that they found on other social medias was that their links would either be taken down or they couldn't make money. They were using a lot of their time and effort, and the returns were not really beneficial. So I got together with some friends and then also with some programmers, and we put together Keep On Sharing. We want to call ourselves the first truly ethical social network.
And how do you manage to be ethical? What do you do differently from those other social networking platforms?
Well, a lot of the things that we do is first of all, we share back 50% of our revenue with our users. We truly believe that your time, your effort, and your content really is what make these other social media platforms thrive. So instead of keeping all the money that comes in, we are sharing back 50% of our revenue with our users. That means when you post your content or you scroll past an ad, we're going to give you back a portion of that money back to you as the user. Also, we do not sell your information. We never sell your information to third parties. We truly believe your privacy is yours, and we prioritize that.
Which users get the money? Is it spread equally, or is it kind of proportional to the money the user themselves generates for the company?
No, actually how it works is, well, first of all, you can make a profile and post your services, your products, and your events for free. So there's no cost to join and come in as a member. Just like any other social media, you can just log on and make a profile and post your stuff. The difference is when we do receive advertising that does come in from whether it's a business or some of these larger markets that would like to come in and do advertising, what we'll do is Keep On Sharing. We'll take 50% of that, and that kind of keeps our lights on. And the other 50% is actually spread out amongst our users. One is if the person that brought in the advertising will receive a percentage because it was their referral. And then also the rest of it is actually taken and then spread amongst our people that come in and scroll past the ads and see it. So like I said, we're just kind of giving it back. So as advertising comes in for us, we're just taking and sharing the wealth.
Yeah. Now, all this sounds appealing, very appealing, generating money from social media and your data not being sold or shared. Do you think you have what it takes to take on these big social media giants and maybe get people switching from those to you?
Thank you so much for asking me that, because one of the biggest challenges we're having at the moment is people cannot wrap their head around the fact that we are being generous with your content.
Yeah.
And honestly, one of the things that we are looking to do, I have to admit, I think we will be a threat. I really do. I think we're going to make a huge imprint in the market, because a lot of the people that are on now and we call our community, that are our KOS community, they're doing the exact same thing you would do in any other social platform. You're going to post the pictures of what you did this weekend, or your family, or your business, or your podcast. We've got influencers that are on there go, hey, we can make money day one. Yeah, and you don't have to change anything. Leave all your other links up. This is just another revenue, another avenue for you to create other revenue and bring in new people to find you, your business, and who you are.
That's an interesting point you made about people finding it hard to get their head around you being generous. Do you find that when people hear about it, they go, this is a scam. You're not going to give us money.
Yes, I've been hit with quite a few different questions and obstacles. However, if you go to any part of keeponsharing.com, you can see all the videos and it explains everything that you can do in regards to your products, your services, or just, how we actually share the revenue based on seeing ads. So it's pretty much all, within all of those YouTube videos that we have up. And of course, if anybody has any questions, they can always reach out. I'm also doing a podcast where I'm having on a lot of the people in our community, so they can not only talk about their services, but then I kind of use it to coincide onto our Keep on Sharing platform. So, we truly believe that we only succeed if you succeed. And I know that sounds an odd way of looking at business because nobody really thinks that way. However, just for me as a person, and again, those that do know me, I'm all about creating a symbiotic relationship in everything I've ever done, including Keep on Sharing. I truly believe that if it's your time, your effort, and your content, then you're making me successful. Well, why wouldn't I give that back?
Yeah.
And again, like I said, people are having a hard time wrapping their head around it, but I truly believe that once they get it and see and come on and go, okay, this is pretty cool. I can find events. I can share my podcast. I know on some of the other platforms with my podcast, I would put up the links and nobody would see it. And I've got quite a big following on other platforms, for myself based on other things that I've done prior to Keep on Sharing. And they were like, no, we never saw it. And I'm like, well, okay, well, why not?
Yeah.
I'm not going to weed out your business. I think we should all be able to succeed.
Now, can you use Keep on Sharing as part of a full-on business?
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, you could put you could put on your products and your services, or just, as if you're a podcaster or whatever you're doing. I've got a lot of music
Yeah.
artists that are doing the same thing. And then as you have your listeners or people that are your clients, when they come in and they become part of the Keep on Sharing community, how it works is they're really your direct referral. They would have never came to us if you didn't tell them about it. So how that would work in retrospect is you would let's say I invite you and you come on, you go, this is great, and you put in your radio show, and then you invite all your listeners and your friends, and they come in as part of your network because they follow you just like any other social media. However, the difference is every time one of those people scrolls past an ad, not only do they get paid, you're going to get paid too because you were kind enough to bring them to our platform.
Wow.
Because, like I said, we only succeed if you succeed.
That sounds so exciting. So let's talk about you for a second. What was your journey from becoming a marketing professional into creating social media?
Wow. Well, first of all, I love working with people. I have my life has had many facets. I have worked as a martial arts instructor, working with women, men, children, mostly women. I worked with San Diego Women Resource Center. I had done a lot of things, volunteering at colleges to go to sororities and teach them, campus safety. I've worked with children. I've worked as a coach. I coached tackle football for over 15 years. Boys, I recently, well, up until this past year with Keep on Sharing, I was a special teams coordinator for varsity and a D-line coach. I've seen my kids excel. I truly believe you use whatever your gift is, use it as a vehicle to be able to help somebody move ahead in life. Use it to make this world a better place and help them in their lives. Whether it was on football, on and off the field, I considered myself a mentor, and these kids looked up to me, and everything that I tried to do for them was to help them excel, to move on forward in their lives. Football coaching, the martial arts, I've been a speaker, I've written books. Honestly, I really kind of enjoy taking everything that I do in my life and try to make it a little bit better place. So when I came up with the Keep on Sharing, I was like, you know what, this
Yeah.
is way a social media should be. Our motto is, partnering with our users in a social media the way it should be, ethical and profitable for all. And that's really what it should be. Everything you do should be a symbiotic relationship, or just make something a little bit better for somebody else.
So how did your experience in your coaching career help you with marketing marketing and advertising, and vice versa?
You know what? I can knock this down into one word. Just listening.
Yeah.
Just listen. Everybody has got a story. Everybody has got a journey, and there's always something that they're trying to do, whether it's a goal or make their life a little bit better. And when you sit and really listen to what someone's needs are, whether it be emotional, financially, relationship, whatever the case may be, if you just hear what they say, and then you can offer something, and maybe you can't, but you might have an avenue that could.
Mm.
You might say, you know what, I heard you. I see what direction you need. This is kind of out of my wheelhouse. However, let me get you in touch with somebody else that could help you move forward in your life. And I really truly believe that that's what it's all about. There's everything can be good. We always look at things in a night, like you said, we're always looking for that catch. We're always looking for the shoe to drop. And I think for me, I want to go, no, you know what? I want the light at the end of the tunnel to be something else but a train.
I think generally in conversations we listen to respond, don't we? We don't actually listen to what the other person's saying and listen to all the words. We're just going, oh, what am I going to say next?
Yes, yes. Yeah, and that's the difference between listening and hearing. If you really listen, you'll hear what's not being said compared to what they're telling you. And that just takes patience, and it takes time, and you have to be able to really understand, what they're trying to say. And then if you don't, there's no harm in saying, okay, I heard what you said, but let me clarify so I can make sure that I'm connecting the way you want me to hear you, the way you want me to be able to help you. And
Yeah.
there's no harm in that. And you're right. There's a difference between reacting and responding. And a lot of times people react because they're so caught up in their own feelings and what they've got to say next, like you said. But when you listen and you pick the words carefully to respond, that's when it makes a difference.
Now, you've been involved in marketing since 1993. How's it changed during that time? Because I imagine it's got to be completely different with the internet taking off and social media.
Okay, now you're putting a time frame on me, but that's okay.
Yeah.
So yes, marketing has changed immensely. Back then you think about, everything was magazines, or you need to get on the radio, or you had to do TV ads, flyers, pamphlets. I still think grassroots does play a part in today, because I
Yeah.
still think you still have to do grassroots. However, yes, social media has been the major way of advertising. I'd say 99.9% of any company, even the big Fortune 500s, all go towards social media. And, because that's where we are, that's where our attention is all the time, whether it's our phone, our computer, no matter where we are, there's always an avenue for an ad. I think it's even opened up more for advertising because we are on, pieces of equipment that do give us an opportunity to scroll past an ad. We don't even notice it anymore. When I was doing the advertising for Keep on Sharing, I was like, I've never realized how many times I saw an ad on other social medias until I started comparing the two. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is insane. We don't even see it anymore. But I truly believe too that advertising also is changed in another aspect. And I just had a gal that was on my podcast that said, the difference is the sale used to be, you didn't come home until you got the sale. You went out there and you got the sale. Well, now it's about building relationships. People want to know, hey, if I'm going to work with you, or, you're going to work with me, what can we do together? How can we create this as a symbiotic relationship? And I truly believe, I think marketing has changed from, this is what I've got, and here's my card, and maybe throw enough spaghetti and it'll stick, to the point of, hey, let's build a relationship. Let's find out how can we work together and create success.
Well, what's coming up for you? Have you got any plans to expand, keep on sharing, and add new features and things, or anything else that you're working on?
Yeah, we're always growing. And again, because we're just launching, we're new, just like any other company, so there's going to be some bumps and obstacles along the way. However, we're ready to go. I mean, the other thing too is I wanted to share with you guys is we do have a charity that goes along with Keep on Sharing, and that's kind of my baby. I love this part of this company, and one of the things I said is, let's take that money and give back to education. Let's give back to disaster relief. Let's give it to other charities. Let's take as a company where we take money, that we have within Keep on Sharing, and we're giving back to the community also in another avenue. So we're always evolving and growing. And again, we always like everybody's feedback. And, just like anything else, it's going to take some time, but I really truly believe that once people understand, you're not just our partner, you're not just our user, you're our partners, then I think we'll do great. And again, just like anything else, it's going to take time to grow. But I truly believe that what we have to offer is something that's well needed in this, day and age.
Well, many thanks for talking to us. Where are we able to find Keep on Sharing, by the way?
Okay, so you can just go to keeponsharing.com. And if you put in referral code KOS, which is like Keep on Sharing, KOS, you can go in, just go ahead and make a profile. It's free. And you guys can go ahead and start putting on your products, services, and your events. And, even if you just want to post pictures of your kids and what you had for lunch. It's all fun. It's all fun.
Excellent. Well, many thanks for coming on the show today. It's been great to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me. You have an awesome day.